Well, it is a day many of us remember like it was yesterday. Saturday marks 20 years since 9/11, and this week KIMT is reflecting on how the terrorist attacks changed our world. First tonight, KIMT News 3's Alex Dieter joins us with the story of a New Jersey family and how that infamous day impacted them.
That's
Alex?
right, Katie. As we draw closer to the 20th anniversary of the tragedies of 9/11, generations young and old are finding themselves reflecting. My friend's family was there and tell me a clear blue sky can bring back a world of memories. Daniel Patricola made the commute from New Jersey to New York City almost every day. But 20 years ago, he recalls a police officer running past him yelling about what they thought at the time was a bomb that went off. Minutes later, Daniel was watching the first tower fall from the 20th floor of his office building.
Literally, we were there kind of frozen, looking downtown when the first tower went down. We saw a big plume of smoke come up and we didn't know what it was. So it was quite unnerving.
He decided to stay with a friend in the city that night, but it didn't feel like the city he had used to know.
It was really interesting. We went to a diner for dinner. No credit cards, so it was just cash. And the streets of New York were empty in his area of the city. It really felt like very apocalyptic.
Back home in Jersey, Tracy Patricola started making phone calls to friends and family, not realizing at the time what could be waiting on the other side of the line.
I called a friend of mine to check and make sure her brother was okay, and he had died. And in my mind, I just didn't think it could have happened. So I was like, oh, I'm just calling to make sure Tommy's okay, and that he was gone.
She recalls the beauty of the sky that day 20 years ago and what a clear sky reminds her of now.
And I just remember the sky that day was so blue.
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah. So even now, when on a full day, when it's really like a beautiful blue, no cloud day, I get sad. Yeah.
One of their daughters, Gabby, was nearly 3 at the time and unable to recall much of that day. But every year, she reflects on the impacts to those she loves most.
For me, the product of what happened in 9/11 has always been something of reflection. It's my memories of the aftermath and how it affected the people that I loved and the people I spent my time around.
The Patricola shared with me they believe the events of 9/11 were truly a unifying tragedy, showing how people in New Jersey came together in the face of adversity. Katie.